media. Today we will be talking about Naresh Patel. He is in demand, being wooed by every major Gujarat party leaders right now. Well, Naresh Patel has now emerged as the tallest Leuva Patidar leader in the state, whom all major political parties including ruling Bharatiya Janata Party and the opposition Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party have been wooing to get him into their respective folds, with the state assembly polls due in December this year. Leader of the opposition in the Gujarat Assembly, Sukhram Rathwa, recently said that if Patel joins the Congress, the party would win the coming polls. Sources also say the AAP was on the verge of nominating him as its Rajya Sabha nominee from Punjab. Gujarat BJP chief C.R. Patel also hoped that he would join the Saffron party. Well, although Patel, who keeps his cards quite close to his chest, has admitted that the three leading parties have extended membership invitation to him since December, when he first hinted he was open to joining politics. He has also maintained that his joining any party would depend on the wishes of his community. Setting up of the religious trust SKT in 2010, before launching the Kodal Dham temple project and then rallying Leuva Patels behind it, it was not accidental for Patel. His father was instrumental in founding Patel Boarding, a boys' hostel, and AP Patel Kanya Chhatralaya, a girls' hostel in Rajkot. Our father tried to bring the community together for the cause of education and played an active role in founding the two hostels so that the children of the poor from rural areas can come to the city for their education, says Ramesh Patel, Naresh's eldest brother and the PBW chairman. When the temple project at Kagwar, a village around 60 kilometers south of Rajkot, got underway, Patel also proposed to establish an agricultural university in the temple complex. In 2013, a Sardar Patel Cultural Foundation, another organization set up by Patel, started providing free coaching in Rajkot to youths aspiring to become government servants. He also formed Kodal Dham Samadhan Panch, an alternate dispute resolution forum, and has enrolled thousands of volunteers through the SKT's students and women wings. He seems to have built his cult, which was evident when scores of volunteers hit the street in the protest when Patel stepped down as the SKT chairman in April 2018, compelling him to withdraw his resignation. Patel got several leading industrialists, including Nirma Group chairman Karsan Patel, Suzlon Group chairman Tulsi Tanti, and Zydius Candela Group chairman Pankaj Patel to join the SKT's board of trustees, while also securing support from the Surat dignitaries such as Govind Dholakia and Savji Dholakia, all of whom are Leuva Patidars. Over the years, the Kodal Dham events have seen a slew of top political leaders in attendance, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself when he was the Gujarat Chief Minister, his successor Anandiben Patel and her successor Vijay Rupani, as well as top Congress leader Rahul Gandhi and NCP leader Praful Patel, among others. Spearheading the Patidar quota stir across Gujarat during 2015-16 as the Patidar Anamat Andolan Samiti, which is also known as PAAS convener, Hardik Patel has also made a point to visit the Kodal Dham after the court permitted him to return to Gujarat. Patel was among the Patidar leaders who had tried to mediate a truce between the agitators and the then Anandiben-led state government. Patidars, literally meaning those who own lands, have traditionally been an agrarian community split in two main subcaste groups, Leuva Patels and Karwa Patels. Together, they form the single largest organized group of voters in Gujarat. OBCs outnumber them numerically but have failed to emerge as a single voter bloc as they are fragmented along the caste lines. Leuva Patel outnumber their Kharwa counterparts as well, but the latter is perceived to be a better politically organized community. The Leuva leader Leuva Patidar had led the community's drift away from the ruling Congress in 1980s and went on to become Gujarat's first BJP CM when the party won a majority in the 1995 polls. But then his party colleague Shankaresh Vaghela revolted and toppled his government within 7 months. In 1998 polls, Keshubai again led the party to victory and returned as the CM, but the BJP removed him in 2001 over his alleged inept handling of the Kutch earthquake relief, picking Modi as his successor. Congress MLA from Tankara seat, Lalit Kagathra, says Naresh Patel claims that he is an apolitical person, but when he organizes an event, 30 lakh people attend it. One has to remember that the population of Leuva Patil is 1.5 times higher than Karpa Patil's, and Naresh Patel is the man who commands respect of the other communities also. So whichever party he supports will have an advantage. Lalit Vasoya, Congress MLA from Dhoraji, claimed that Patidar voters influenced the outcome of the election to 110 assembly seats in the state. Over the last 10 years, Naresh Patel has emerged as a figurehead and cultivated a personality which commands respect of common people. He has a non-controversial image which can influence the voters. Therefore, it is no surprise that every political party is wooing him. Ramesh says Naresh's business acumen also helped PBW to achieve remarkable growth by exploring the overseas market from 1990s onwards. In 2014, PBW formed Federal Mughal PBW Bearing Private Limited, a joint venture with Federal Mughal Powertrain, a Detroit headquarters manufacturer of motor engine components. The company currently markets its products in around 30 countries. Naresh looks after finance and marketing, while Mahesh, immediately younger to him, looks after the production. It is thanks to these efforts that they have been able to increase their annual turnover to around rupees 90 crores, says Ramesh. While Ramesh is the chairman and Mahesh vice chairman of the FM PBW, Naresh serves as the MD, with their sons including Shivraj being the company's directors. Patil's stature has grown further after the Patidar quota stir fizzled out in 2018 that led to Hardik joining the Congress in 2019. His stocks has continued to rise even after the BJP installed Bhupendra Patil, a Kadwa Patil, as the Gujarat CM in September last year. Senior Congress leader Bharat Singh Solanki and BJP chief Patil are among the leaders who have recently met Patil. Early this month, Hardik, who is currently State Congress Working President, wrote an open letter to Patil urging him to join the active politics. Meanwhile, ex-CM Vijay Rupani and BJP Vice President Bharat Bogra have described Patil as a BJP's well-wisher. Former Minister Dilip Sanghani has, however, cautioned him against doing politics from the Kodaldham platform lest he meet the same fate as Hardik's. At the inauguration of Patidar Educational Institution in Jasdan town of Rajkot district last November, Patil had stressed that Patidars should occupy positions from clerk to collector, village sarpanch to member of parliament, adding, "Today our sons and daughters have secured good jobs, but if they are not given proper posting, they would not be able to work for the community. Therefore, there is need for strong politics." Since its inception, Kodaldham has been a platform for religious and social activities coupled with politics, as evidenced by top politicians presiding over its major functions. It was at the Kodaldham groundbreaking event in 2012 that late Keshubai had racked up the injustice to Patidars issue. He later floated his Gujarat Parivartan Party. Patil, however, maintained his distance from the political players there. The JPP, perceived as the political vehicle of the Patidar community, failed to present any credible challenge to the Modi-led BJP dispensation in the 2012 polls, as it managed to win only 2 seats. A year later, Patil got to be the then CM Modi to inaugurate an agricultural exhibition in the Kodal Dham premises ahead of the 2014 general election. Well, this was all about Naresh Patel and how he is being wooed by every major party leaders in Gujarat and what is his political importance in Gujarat. Stay with us, we shall bring you such important topics to talk upon. This is Aparna Singh reporting for iScope Media.